God downloaded Derek. Make these people or turn them into HRAs, a housing referral agency. That way you can still house the homeless, you can still make an impact, and you still can make an income. Right? And literally, guys, the way it works is the same way that we do the ILF model if you're going to be an operator. The only difference is that when you do get that phone call, because all of the teaching and the how to get your phone ringing and how to build the relationships, all of that's the same as the ILF model per se. But now when you get the phone call, Ted, from the social worker, you can't house them because you don't have the house. But guess what? You're now surrounded by a network of people that do. And also in that free webinar, the HRA webinar, we show you how to build that ecosystem around you. Because the first part is build relationships. This whole business / ministry, guys, is a relationship, right? So we're building relationships with social workers, case managers, and social service providers. You're letting them know through social media, word of mouth, emails, and phone calls that you provide housing. Nobody's going to ever ask you, Miss Vicky, do you actually have the house? There's a lot of people in this room that's doing this HRA right now. And Miss Vicky, when you start building those relationships, nobody's ever going to say, Miss Vicky, now, I know you said you got housing, but do you actually have the housing? They don't care about that. You guys have to remember, right? I used to be a social worker for 9 years. I never asked a person when they came to my hospital offering housing, hey, bro, do you own the place or are you going to refer him to somebody else? Guys, I didn't care. I had a job to do. My job was to refer to housing. And if you called me talking about you provide housing, you were my go-to person. So again, that's why I think God was genius when he gave us this, because now you all are able, Demetria, how great is it that you can advertise tomorrow, literally today and tomorrow, that you provide housing, and then some social workers see that on their lunch break while eating a cheese sandwich, they're gonna be like, wow, man, I got 13 clients that I got to discharge in the next 3 days. And this Demetria girl, she said that she provide housing. She gonna call that phone, Miss D. Miss D, she gonna be like, Miss Demetria, I saw your post on Instagram and it looks like you provide housing. If you guys have never seen Second Chance Housing on Instagram or Facebook, just go now. And you can literally mimic some of that stuff that we post. Because all I'm saying is, hey guys, are you a military veteran? Are you an elderly adult? Are you a homeless or displaced adult and you actually receive guaranteed income either through SSI or SSDI, or you actually have a job at Walmart, but you're looking for a safe, clean, affordable environment and you don't mind a shared living environment? Give us a call. Now when that social worker see that post on Instagram, she gonna say, Mr. Demetria, I saw that post. How can you help me? I got 13 people and 5 of them gotta go tomorrow. Demetria, part of you gonna panic because you can be like, wow, this worked. But the other part, Miss D, you'll be like, oh Lord, where do I send these people? Bella, that's where the HRA comes in at. You're going to call people like Otis, Dornico, Miss Shay, the business maid, the Neonta, me. And depending on where they are, you got to post this on social media. I often tell people the HRA is very similar to wholesaling real estate. Guys, right now, if you guys find a property and you put it under contract, you can't buy that house. You can't rehab it. You can't fix and flip it. You can't buy it and turn it into a rental. But what if you put it under contract and you post it on Facebook? Say, hey, y'all, I got a house for $100,000. And if y'all give me this, you can have it. There's a lot of people that would love to get that house and fix and flip it and turn it into a rental. You can't do it. You just built the relationship. You found the end buyer. Guys, this HRA program, it's the exact same. The only difference in this is that one is dealing with houses and the other one is dealing with saving lives through real estate, housing people. So again, if you get a call, Ted, Mr. Jeff, Bella, and you can't house that guy because you don't have an ILF yet, you're going to post it on social media and it sounds like this. Are you an ILF provider? Do you rent rooms to people? Do you have a housing program? You have empty beds? Give us a call at because we don't believe in empty beds. We want to fill your bed space. Let's work together and end homelessness. Guys, it's that simple. There are people right now that don't even have ILFs, but they rent by the room. You can find them on Craigslist. You can find them on Facebook Marketplace. And I'm giving you the gems of where you guys will post this stuff at. That's why, guys, most people that come to us purchase that ILF Mastery Blueprint, right? It's 15 grand and it's worth every penny. And it flies off the shelf. But I still tell you right now that HRA is the best product that we have, because it removes the excuse that you can't buy a property, that you can't rent a property. You haven't got a relationship with a guy like Dornico who just every time he get a property, he throw it in your lap. You don't have that yet. So why not start the stepping stones to becoming an operator by building the HRA? Because I teach all of my ILF Mastery Blueprint members that the core of who you need to be anyway is the HRA. Because if you build the funnel system, a lot of people say, Derek, where you get these people from? What is your funnel system, Derek? Guys, if you have an HRA, I don't care if you go buy 55 houses tomorrow. If you are the company that can fill those beds, ding, 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 ding. So that's why I tell people, prime example, I spoke to a lady the other day, older lady, she's in her 60s. So again, no excuse even with age. She's building relationships, telling people that she provide housing. She runs into a lady. In fact, Katara's even in this room. Katara, me and you talked the other day, right? That story you told me about a lady wants you to fill her whole RV park, that mobile home park. Katara, I met another lady just like you. She built a relationship with a lady that just bought a mobile home park. She evicted everybody out because she only want to house displaced and homeless adults and military veterans. She's now hooked up with this lady that's over 63 years old, and this lady finna fill every one of those mobile homes with military veterans, because in her town, that's a military town. So all of the hospitals, they cater to the vets. So one more time, guys, the HRA removes every excuse or every hurdle. It's not always an excuse. Some of us are just not geared up to buy a house right now. Some of us are not geared up to just go and rent a house right now. But what if I build relationships with people like Otis and Miss Tiffany and Miss Shay and Dornico, who already have the real estate? So the call sounds like this. Mr. Dornico, I got a great guy, man. He's in your area in Ohio. He responded to my Facebook post. He already know, Mr. D, that you charge $700 a move-in fee and you charge $700 to live there. I've explained it all to him. Mr. D, his medications are X, Y, and Z. His background is this, and that. And now I'm going to give you the phone number so Mr. Dornico, you can kind of interview him yourself to see if he's a good fit. And Mr. Dornico, don't forget now, if you do take him, my referral fee is $300.